Thanks, Jerome. I have nothing to add to your words. Thank you.
Klaus? Well, I will also try to be brief, but a bit longer than the president of the ECB. Obviously, as the largest creditor at the EFSF, we follow closely what's happening in Greece within the Brussels group. Let me remind you, significant amounts of financing would be available from the EFSF to Greece, but only till end of June, and only if there's an agreement first on the reform program. Let me also remind you that in the meanwhile, Greece is benefiting hugely from the very advantageous lending conditions on our loans. The outstanding amount is 131 billion euro. For many years, Greece pays almost no interest rates to the EFSF, and the maturities of our loans are on average more than 32 years. And this alone allows enormous budgetary savings. We have calculated that they amount to 8 to 9 billion euro a year. On Cyprus, like the president of the Eurogroup, this is good news. And maybe it's worth adding that also rating agencies are picking up and reacting to these positive news. S&P upgraded Cyprus to B+ recently, and is now in line with all the other rating agencies. And if the reforms continue, I think there are good prospects for Cyprus to return to the markets. Of course, now we are beginning the next review, and there could be a small disbursement from the EFSF towards the end of June if everything goes well. The amounts will be small because the fiscal adjustment is better than anticipated at the beginning of the program, which of course is a very good sign. On Spain, indeed, the ESM participated in the post-program surveillance mission. That's our task. The ESM treaty requires us to do the early warning system. Spain has to pay to the EFSF interest and fees this year, and we don't foresee any problem for that. Let me say a final word on our funding activities, because in the media sometimes I see speculations that we might have problems on the funding side, given that our largest debtor could affect market sentiment. Let me say very clearly that this is not the case. Our funding activities in this very unusual environment are going well. Since QE started about a month and a half ago, EFSF and ESM maturities up to 6 years are trading with negative yields. The secondary market liquidity of supranational issuers like EFSF and ESM has dried up. Spreads between supranationals, also our spreads to the corresponding sovereigns, are historically tight. Nevertheless, in this unusual environment, in March, the ESM was able to issue the first syndicated benchmark with negative yields. And earlier this week, the EFSF managed to issue successfully a new 10-year syndicated issue with a normal benchmark of 3 billion euro. And a spread which is historically tight compared to bonds of only 15 basis points. So all this confirms that we can do our work, we can continue to function very well, even in these very exceptional circumstances. Thank you.